Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the double. Green dash.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And complete to Drake London.
That'll go for a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They go play action here on first down.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Hitting London coming across the field.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall.
And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. To throw is Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Back to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion left goes Smith. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st down, it's Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stafford's pass complete. He's got Kupp.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. 54!
Throwing again is Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Jefferson really grew into the deep threat LA needed as it ramped up its passing attack, averaging a cool 16 yards per catch. One of the best marks in the league and helping the Rams earn a ring. Back at it again in 2022, picking up a 1st down with a big play.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This pass is caught by London.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Libra!
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
They'll start with the option. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.